Hey, it's me, Danielle. I'm with the Lavender and Bergamot Kitchen, and today I'm coming to talk to you about nettles. So, you may have noticed that we are halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox, and so things are starting to bloom. Mim and I have gone walking in the Arboretum recently, and we noticed that the acacias are starting to get their pretty little yellow blossoms, and this is signaling that allergy season is maybe gonna come a little early this year. So, I wanted to talk to you about nettles. They're an amazing anti allergenic and an anti inflammatory, and we start using them in advance of allergy season between a month to 2 months before allergy season really starts to kick in. So now's the time to start making your nettle infusion. I always was taught to make it cold. So what I do before I go to bed at night is I mix 4 tablespoons of nettles, and I usually use like a little teaspoon of peppermint and just to brighten it up, and my son really likes to drink it like that. And then I just set it on the counter. Maybe before I go to bed I give it a shake, and then when I wake up in the morning I strain it out. So I'm going to show you that, and it's just then you drink it, sip it throughout the day. You can sweeten it if you like, but you don't have to. I have this little strainer that fits right inside my jar, but you can also use any kind of strainer you have, or I have this cool little what is it, a funnel. It's a funnel, and you can stick a piece of muslin in there, whatever you have to strain it, no worries. And you strain your tea, and whatever you don't finish at the end of the day, you can just toss it outside in maybe one of your plants in the yard, because nettles have a lot of nitrogen, and that will nourish your plants. So it doesn't have to go to waste. You don't just have to pour it down the drain. So nettles have this ability to inhibit the histamine production, and there's some technical scientific terminology for why that happens, and we won't go into that, but what we will say is that it's just an easy way to get this nutritive tonic into your life. It tastes delicious with this little bit of peppermint in it. I think even plain it tastes lovely. It has a grassy sort of flavor to it, but it tastes like spring to me, and I just love it. And it's also really good for building your blood. It's very high in iron. It's good for breastfeeding mothers. It helps you nourish and build your blood and create a lot of breast milk. It's really good for your hair, for your teeth, and for your bones. It's very high in lots of different vitamins and minerals, and it's just a great way to get it in your life. Those things, so you can drink it every day. So I also want to show you can make it with hot water, and you would just take 4 tablespoons. And now when we use hot water, we don't have to take quite as long to steep it. The cold water we do overnight, because it takes 6 to 8 hours to get all of those constituents from the leaf into the water. But with the hot, just takes between 20 and 40 minutes, and you're cover your jar with something. Remember, we talked about that last time with the fennel tea, to keep all of those constituents from escaping with the steam. We want them to stay in the jar. Right, that's not quite a quart, but we're close. Now, I put a little bit of hot water in that glass jar before, and I didn't show that on the video, but I did that so that my glass jar doesn't break. I tempered it. So I would suggest that before you pour into the glass, and in general, you can use any non-reactive container to make your tea. So if you have a porcelain pot or stainless steel or glass, whatever you have to make it, you just want to have something non-reactive. And then 20 to 30 minutes from now, I'll strain this and I can sweeten it with some tea, some honey, but you don't have to. You can just drink it. And about a quart a day is 4 cups per day is the dosage for prophylactic allergy relief. And so that's your Nettles.